Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, and episode 52 of Monaco, and the first of what will hopefully be 3 World Cup special episodes with the French national side. So we are here in 2022 for the Qatar World Cup, the very weird scheduling that revolves around the league season has been paused. We're currently top of the league with Monaco. We're also safely through from our Champions League group after beating Real Madrid last time out. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you go and check it out, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you do not miss the rest of this World Cup and the rest of the league and European campaigns with Monaco as well. Plenty of our Monaco boys have already secured themselves a win at this World Cup. One of them scored a goal as well. Robert Skov's Denmark winning 4-0 against the host Qatar. Skov played very well in that game, didn't score, but I think he did get an assist. 2-1 win for Colombia against Egypt. Herving Lozano playing as Mexico beat Iran, and then a 1-1 draw for Italy with Ivory Coast, but Pietro Pellegrini getting himself on the score sheet there. Matthias de Ligt getting his first win with Holland against Germany. That's a big result there, and a great win for Argentina against Honduras. Lautaro Martinez there with the hat-trick, not Lisandro Martinez, but he did play, and he did play very, very well. England also winning as well, which you'll love to see. Wins for South Korea, Spain and Portugal as well. Brazil are the favourites, but being held to a 2-2 draw by Cameroon. That could prove potentially costly for them. Belgium get themselves a win as well. Yuri Tielemans playing in that one. But in our group, the United States did win 1-0 against Austria, which a pretty good result for the USA, although they are quite highly ranked, so could prove pretty difficult. But we are going to be playing all 3 group matches today, starting with Nigeria. If the third game kind of proves a bit of a dead rubber, we'll just bring you the goals of that one. But if not, we will be playing all 3 games. So this is the team for the first game. Not 100% sure it's like necessarily our best lineup, but we'll see how it goes. We've got so many options, plenty of rotation as we go on. It's a good problem to have. Lloris is going to be starting in goal then. Hernandez, Laporte, Varane and Pavard at the back. Mbappe on the left-hand side. Dembele on the right. Rabiot is going to be starting on the left in midfield with Kante on the right. Now, Kante's not got the best passing, but I think together they'll sort of balance out quite nicely. Aouar is going to be starting in attacking midfield because of how good he's been for us this season, which means Fekir is on the bench, but a good player to bring on nevertheless. And Antoine Griezmann is going to be starting up front for the time being. Very excited to get this one kicked off then. It's the World Cup. Who doesn't love the World Cup? Plenty of familiar names in the Nigeria lineup. Isaac Success, Kelechi Iheanacho, Alex Iwobi, of course, Wilfred Ndidi, the main man, a player I've considered signing at some point in the save. Lots of quality players in the midfield and up front especially. First highlight of the World Cup for us. It's going our way. Aouar looks to have been fouled in the box. Maybe a little bit harsh. Referee's going over to check VAR. And it's Wilfred Ndidi who's made the potential foul. And is it going to be a penalty? It definitely looked inside the box. It was inside the box, but he's not given a penalty. Mbappe with a free kick from deep, though. It's been played around the box. He's got it back himself. Hernandez on the ball. Kante sprays it out to Pavard. Back towards Laporte. Who's going to go for the shot here? Who's going to take it on? It comes to N'Golo Kante, and the rebound is put in by Ousmane Dembele. Fierce shot from Kante. He does have that in his locker, of course. And Ousmane Dembele, who's not particularly impressed me since I have taken over as France manager. He's a very good player in terms of his attributes and star rating and valuation, but he's not really done all that much. I've given him the nod today, and he's responded with a fine goal to give us an early lead here. Rabiot on the ball. Kante very involved today, as is Dembele. And Rabiot looks to go for the shot over the bar. We've got plenty of options on the bench, obviously Fekir, Moussa Dembele, and others that we can call upon if need be to break down and get a couple more against this Nigerian side to really seal these 3 points. Pavard on the ball. Ousmane Dembele, clearly man of the match at the moment, running wide, looking for Griezmann. The cross hit the post, I think. Very unlucky not to get that in some way. Very unlucky there from Dembele. Well, an hour gone, and it's time to make a change. Safe to say, Hossein Aouar's not really made much of an impression, so we'll bring on Nabil Fekir. I'm going to leave Griezmann out there for the time being, although Moussa Dembele needs to go and warm up. Ousmane Dembele with a corner in, and Laporte's put it away, and that is 2-0. Ousmane Dembele definitely having his best match in a French shirt since I have been manager. Lucas Hernandez playing the ball towards the midfield. Kante on the ball. Is he going to go for a shot? No. Dembele had it. He's been robbed. He's been our best player so far, but Alex Iwobi's robbed him. And Kelechi Iheanacho with another excellent chance for Nigeria. They're unlucky not to be more in this game. We've not been clinical enough, nor have they, but they've had two golden opportunities. Griezmann on the ball, though, finds Rabiot. Can we get ourselves a third and really seal this one? Fekir and Pavard's on it. Is he going to go for one of those fantastic shots again like last time? He's not. Dembele is, though. And Ousmane Dembele has his second of the game. He's been involved in all three of our goals. And after I criticised him, said he wasn't the most consistent performer for us, he's done very, very well today. Clearly the man of the match. And we're heading for a good win at the start of this World Cup. And that was that. A comfortable 3-0 win in the end. Not as many goals as we probably should have done given the amount of chances we had. But nevertheless, you can't really complain about that. A good way to open our World Cup campaign with Austria in a few days' time. And great performance from Ousmane Dembele, it's safe to say. Now at this point, what I'd like to be able to do is rest all my players, but I can't because this is international football on Football Manager and just is not given as much time and attention. I can kind of understand why we can't do training in international football. Not really, because they do it in real life. I can kind of understand that. But at the very least, you should be able to rest your players. I don't think that's particularly controversial or difficult. What will happen if we get to the last stages of the World Cup is that our squad will not be fit. Certainly when we get to quarter-final, semi-final time, our squad will not be fit. They will not be at the top of their fitness, not even close to 95%, because they've not been able to rest. The game just doesn't rest them. So our second group stage game against Austria is today. Other results since last time: Uruguay getting a win in their one, then Egypt beating Qatar, the hosts surely now out. Denmark held to a draw with Colombia. Pretty good result for them. Ivory Coast 4-2 win against Iran. So a good result for Frank Kessie there. In the clash between Pietro Pellegrini and Hirving Lozano, it is Pellegrini who's won, although it was Andrea Bellotti who got the goal for Italy there. Holland losing to Chile, which is a bit of a shock. And Germany beating Jamaica by only one goal. A good comprehensive win for England against Honduras. And a good win for Argentina against Switzerland. They're looking pretty good so far. Some huge results in Group E though. Cameroon have beaten South Korea to top the group. And then Russia have beaten Brazil. Brazil were the favourites. They were the number one ranked side going into this. And they're on the brink of elimination in the group stage. Congo also beating Japan. And a good win for Spain against Portugal. Uruguay then drawing 2-2 with Australia. And then Belgium winning narrowly against Albania. So the team for our game against Austria then is as follows. A few changes. Lloris is going to be in goal. Mendy's going to come in at left back. Laporte, Varane and Pavard, the rest of the defence stays the same. Thomas Lemar is going to come in on the left-hand side just because Mbappe's fitness is just not particularly great. He doesn't recover as quick as anyone else, so he's going to sit this one out. Rabiot and Kante played really, really well, so they can stay together in midfield. Dembele, obviously the star man last time out. He's going to be on the right again. Fekir's going to come in place of Aouar, and Griezmann keeps his place up front. Well, quite a defensive formation from Austria, and we know all about their players. We played them before in the UEFA Nations League. Definitely not going to be a pushover. Well, absolutely massive pitch here. Absolutely huge. The players looking like ants once again. Lemar with a chance to give us the lead. This is the first highlight so far. Gone all the way across to Dembele, and Antoine Griezmann, though, is there to dispatch it home. First highlight of the game, as I said, and we get the goal. Once again, I mean, look how tiny everyone is. Look how tiny we are. Like absolutely microscopic little people. Griezmann though, luckily the goals are the same size. Antoine Griezmann putting it away, giving us the advantage. It's come out to Pavard and Varane now playing it forward nicely, getting some good space here. Dembele whips the ball in and Thomas Lemar is there to dispatch it. Ousmane Dembele having a potential, it's early days, but potential golden ball performance at this World Cup so far. Involved in every single goal we've had so far, whether scoring it or getting the assist. Absolutely fantastic. Lemar dispatching it home this time, and we're 2-0 to the good in quick succession. Very, very good performance from us so far. Let's keep it up in the second half. Throw in from Pavard, and it's been claimed by Grilic quite easily. He's found Sabitzer, but Pavard wins it straight back. And Dembele, that man on the ball again. He's found Lamar, and Lamar hits it just against the post. Driving run forwards from him. Dembele once again on the ball, flicks it across, and Rabiot rattles it against the crossbar. I mean, we are not taking all of our chances. Hopefully this doesn't cost us later on in the tournament. Mendy whips a ball in. It's bounced down to Dembele. Kante on it now. Lamar makes it 3. And that's the first goal Dembele's not been directly involved in. He did have a sort of part in the build-up, didn't he? But 3-0. Thomas Lamar potentially staking a claim to starting ahead of Kylian Mbappe. 2 goals for him here. Goalkeeper not even looking at that one. Literally not even looking at the ball. Well, Kante's won it, fed it out to Dembele. Once again, back inside to Rabiot. Lamar on a hat-trick, which he gets. Thomas Lamar, absolutely fantastic from him. It's 4-0. And, well, he's only in here because Mbappe wasn't fit. Really staking a claim to be starting ahead of Mbappe. Can I really not play Kylian Mbappe in the knockout games? I don't know. Lamar's certainly given me some good pause for thought. Well, there we go then. Hugely impressive win. Absolutely fantastic going forward. Very good defensively as well. You cannot fault it. And I don't think we're going to be... Well, we're not necessarily going to be automatically through with that result. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the USA in their game. But sets us up very nicely going for the rest of the tournament. Well, an 88th minute penalty giving Nigeria the win against the USA, which certainly makes our job a lot easier. We top the group with maximum points, and barring a massive goal difference swing and wins for both Nigeria and the USA, we will be safely through. Candidates for the FIFA Best Men's Player Award as well. Still no Robert Skov. Still very, very disappointed. I mean, obviously Mbappe and Neymar are really good, but what exactly have they done in the last year? They won the Coupe de France and the Trophy de Champions. We won the league unbeaten. Why are none of our players in this list? Skov has been amazing. He should be nominated. So we need to beat the USA to guarantee our progression and to make sure we win the group. We'll probably get through anyway, but a win would be the best way of doing it. All the other groups have now wrapped up. Let's have a look and see how things have ended up there. So we'll go backwards. Group H, Australia beat Albania. Belgium beating Uruguay as well. Brazil managed to get a win against South Korea. Cameroon drawing 0-0 with Russia. Spain looking red hot, a 5-0 win against Japan for them, and a 4-0 win for Portugal as well. Germany beating Chile, and a 1-1 draw between Jamaica and Holland. Holland rescuing a draw late on after a Matthias de Ligt own goal. Similar story in the England game, actually. England forcing an own goal late on to equalise against Argentina. Switzerland beating Honduras 2-0. Colombia 1, Qatar 0. Egypt 0, Denmark 2. Italy 3, Iran 1. And Ivory Coast 2, Mexico 0. So Group A, Denmark have won there safely through. Robert Skov is through to the knockout round along with Enrique Garcia, our regen at Colombia. Ivory Coast and Italy getting through a difficult Group B. So Frank Kessie's through, Pietro Pellegrini's through. Irving Lozano, though, is out. The Germans have won Group C. They are not out of the World Cup in the group stage this time. Jamaica, though, going with them. Holland are out. Matthias de Ligt is out of the World Cup. Group D, Argentina and England going through. Group E then, Cameroon, the surprise package so far, winning the group. Brazil just scraping through. Of course, what that means, we may well play Brazil in the next round. I don't know, I hope not. Spain and Portugal going through in Group F, as you would expect. Belgium and Uruguay doing the same in Group H. We are in pole position in Group G. We just need, well, really, I think we're through regardless of what happens. But if we beat the USA, we could well eliminate them from the competition. Well, given our position in the group, I'm going to go with a pretty much fully rotated side for this one. Mbappe's fitness is still really concerning me. He's only up to 93%, despite not starting the last match. He's got a natural fitness of 16. I don't know why it's affecting him so much. Anyway, Lafont is going to be starting in goal for this one. Hernandez back at left back. Sidibe at right back. Umtiti and Zuma in central defence. Lamar keeps his place on the left. Martial's going to be on the right though. Tolisso and Guendouzi in the middle with Aouar and Dembele up front. Sidibe with the throw-in looking for Dembele. Commenting Tolisso though with a fierce shot in. Starting in place of Adrian Rabiot and, well, staking a claim potentially starting the next round. A cracking strike from him. One 0 up at half-time. Nigeria 3-0 up against Austria at half-time. So as it stands, we are eliminating the USA. Lamar flicks it in towards Umtiti, and Samuel Umtiti makes it 2-0, makes it pretty much safe. Nigeria 5-0 up now, so I think whatever happens, the USA will not be taking part in the World Cup anymore. And we seal this one with ease, then a 2-0 win. Very, very good, very assured performance from the, rotated side. And we safely win the group. Hopefully it doesn't cost us and we end up playing Brazil or something. That would be pretty bad. But an 8-0 win for Nigeria in the other game. Absolutely fantastic to see Austria and the USA departing this World Cup. Well, not Brazil yet, but a South American side nevertheless. We will be playing Uruguay in the second round. Not the worst team to face, I think. Let's just have a quick look and see what the other second round draws will be. Denmark versus Italy, Colombia versus Ivory Coast, England, Germany in the second round. Argentina will play Jamaica, Cameroon versus Portugal, Brazil, Spain, that's a big one, and then Belgium, Nigeria as well. So we have successfully negotiated our way into the second round of the World Cup, and hopefully we'll be able to continue well beyond that. That is going to be the end of this episode then. I will see you next time for the second round match against Uruguay and hopefully the quarterfinal as well. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss that next episode, and I will see you next time.